I'm Dan Schmitt, and this is Team Chicago Challenge. We're at the International Motorcycle Show in Rosemont, Illinois, and we're going to look around, see some of the 2016 motorcycles. We'll talk to some of my friends. We're going to talk to some of the people involved in the motorcycle industry, and basically going to see some great stuff. I'll tell you, some nice new bikes, and some of my dear old friends are here. So let's check out what's going on in the 2016 International Motorcycle Show in Rosemont, Illinois. First, we're going to look at the 2016 models. In the Yamaha booth, we get to look at the new R1M 1000 four-cylinder Yamaha. And in the engine cutaway, we can see that this is the dual overhead cam engine. The cams work directly operating the valves, true buckets, and the springs. Straight shot intake on this four-cylinder engine. The African Twin Honda has a different layout. It's a twin-cylinder, 996 cc's. It's got a unicam or one cam with a rocker arm operating the exhaust valve. And Honda is promoting this big twin as the bike to ride across America. This is the kind of motorcycle you can ride off-road, on-road, back roads, all around, bike to ride across America. With the Suzuki's, we're looking at the 750 GSXR 750 sport bike. This is Suzuki's flagship motorcycle, I believe. And also, they brought out the 1986 GSXR. 30 years ago, this bike set the standard of road racing. This is one of the bikes that helped create motorcycle road racing to bring it to the masses, and it was Suzuki that put huge money, contingency money, to the average rider running local amateur road races. Kawasaki has shown their Vulcan, and they can fit any size rider. That's one of their concepts with this bike. And they also showed the H2R supercharged sport bike, setting new standards for Kawasaki. And now we're looking at the Buzz Rag. This is a magazine put out by my good friend Buzz Walnick. Vintage motorcycles, bikes for sale, and I had a chance to talk to Buzz Walnick.
Hi, I'm Buzz Walnick. We're at the IMS show in Rosemont, Illinois this weekend. We brought along quite a few of our posters as usual, and we're also handing out flyers to promote the upcoming swap meet events we're doing in Princeton and St. Charles, and then by April we'll be in Woodstock, the real big one. We do more during the year, but those are the three first ones we want to promote locally. In addition to that, we've got over 1,000 of the Buzz Rag, which is our new publication, which has been out for about 2.5 years now. It comes out monthly, and if anybody were to call, we would be glad to just send you one free of charge. Take a look. The concept behind the magazine is like we had first started the one that was no longer made. The company quit, the Walnick's Classic Cyclopedia went out of business 3 years ago. It's 60 pages per month. It's bikes from all over the country, and quite a few of them are classic and antiques, although they can be modern bikes too. We've had 31 issues printed to date, and normally a subscription would be like $25 for a year, and you get it mailed right to your door. Anybody calls 985-2097, and that would get Pixie or I. And then also our website, that'll show all the swap meets held in the Chicago and the Midwest area, would be at www.walneckswap, WALNECKSWAP.com. That'll take you in and show you our posters, our murals, DVDs. We've got books on Wild Bill Gelke with his road dogs, all available there.
Thank you, Buzz. So as we look in the Harley-Davidson booth, we're going to look at the Ultra Glide, Road Glide Ultra. Gorgeous Harley-Davidsons, American-made, still one of the standards, but right across the aisle, their new competitor, Indian, is now coming back better than ever. They got a deal with Polaris. They got a great engine that they're building. The valve cover make it look like it's a side valve engine, but it is really an overhead valve engine, a modern engine in the modern Indian motorcycle. Now we're looking at some of the bikes with the Tool Store. The Tool Store is a major sponsor of Team Chicago Challenge. They're on Harlem Avenue, just north of Interstate 55, and their slogan is, used bikes wanted, dead or alive. The Ton Up Club, if we're seeing the Ton Up Club, Motoblot must be right there, and we had a chance to talk to Johnny Chef about Motoblot.
I don't want to take from your staff.
Hey, this is Johnny Chef here to tell you about Motoblot this June 24th to 26th. It's a vintage classic rockabilly themed event, June 24th to 26th, based out of Cobra Lounge on Fulton Street in Chicago. That's Fulton and Ashland, Brew Pub, Killer Staff. We'll have over 20 bands, and we'll be giving away a Triumph Street Twin in the Triumph Ride-Away Sweepstakes. You can go to motoblot.com, that's motoblot.com, to learn more about how to enter, how to register, how to enter to win the $1,000 prize in the Motoblot Pinup Contest, and learn more about what's going on that weekend. More details to come. Cobra Lounge and Motoblot are easy to find, easy destination. We're just 2 miles west of downtown at the intersection of Fulton and Ashland. Convenient to all major highway access. Get your butt and your bike down to this show.
Thank you, Johnny. As we look at this beautiful Ducati 955 Panigale, a beautiful sport bike from Italy. Just north of Italy, it is Austria, and we're looking at the KTM Duke. It's a single-cylinder street bike, and this bike is a bike I would love to have. The road test, it is the 6 days. The ISDE, the toughest race off-road event, ISDE, and I would love to have this 510 4-stroke ISDE 6-day KTM. Further up the road, you are in Germany, and this is the BMW. This looks like a retro horizontal twin with supercharging. Also, their 1000 sport bike that is now participating in World Superbike. And I had a chance to talk to another sponsor of Team Chicago. We talked to George Hoffman with Pitbull Motorcycle Stands.
Hey, I'm George with Pitbull. We're here at the Chicago International Motorcycle Show. We're displaying our trailer restraint systems, our motorcycle stands, our sprockets, our spool kits, and our other newer products. Some of the newer things that we're bringing in this year are retainers, which will help you store your stands on the wall of your transport or trailer. We also have our new tire wedge. This will allow you to adjust the height and set the height so that when you're replacing the wheel, you can already have the height set and you don't have to put your foot underneath the tire. But overall, we've got a variety of products that fit sport bikes and standard bikes. And I guess the trailer restraint system is another product which will allow you to transport your motorcycle without tie downs or wheel chuck. It's one of our more popular products. Allows the bike to ride on its own suspension. It's an excellent product. Had this out since 2007 now. But if you have any additional questions or anything, our website is www.pit-bull.com. That's pit-bull.com. Or you can call us at 256-533-1977.
Thank you, George. And now we're going to add a couple EBR motorcycles, Eric Buell Racing great bikes built in Wisconsin, and I had a chance to talk to Steve Schmitt.
I'm Steve Schmitt from EBR Motorcycles. We're from East Troy, Wisconsin. Eric Buell's been in the motorcycle business about 30 years, started back in the 80s. Our bikes are basically a rider's bike. We're a small company. We're just starting back up this year. We shut down last year. We went through a big restructuring, and just last month, about 30 days ago from today, we were actually shut down and actually bought and purchased by Liquid Asset Partners out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Bill Melvin of Liquid Asset Partners believes in the company. He's going to move it forward. So you're going to see the next month or so, you're going to see the company start moving forward. Production will start in March with the SX, 1190 SX, and 1190 RX. These are riders' bikes, 185 horsepower bikes, track bikes. We don't focus so much on the gadgetry. We focus more on vehicle dynamics, so the driver and the rider, or the rider and the biker one. So you're going to appreciate that. A lot of track day instructors actually use our bikes because right out of the box, very competitive bikes. So we're looking for very small volumes this year, pop our head back up, but we do have new product in the works. We have adventure bikes in the works, we have middleweights in the works, and we have small entry-level bikes in the works. So depending on what kind of funding we get over the next year or two, we're looking forward, and hopefully some of our legacy and the history from the past will carry forward for us.
Thank you, Steve. Beautiful women, beautiful motorcycles. That's how Norton advertised their great motorcycles. Maybe Eric Buell Racing should take a few notes of these great ads for Norton motorcycles. Gorgeous women, gorgeous bikes. We're in the Norton owner booth, and I had a chance to talk to John Ravella, and he's going to tell us about the Norton Max.
Good afternoon, John Ravilla here. I'm president of the Chicago Norton Owners Club. We're at the Chicago 2016 IMS. Dan and I are looking over some of the bikes we've got on display here. Our club's had a display here for going on 30 years. One of the more significant motorcycles in this building is this Norton Manx I'm standing next to. It's a 1963 Norton 500 Manx, famous race bike from its day. Dan knows more about the bike than I do. The overhead cam motor, they were outlawed at one point because they were so successful. They were outrunning all the other bikes pretty regularly. This particular model is unrestored, mostly original as it was raced by a gentleman, John Hartle, who raced this back in the early 60s with some success. It is one of the more significant motorcycles in the building and one of the more significant Nortons in history. Come on down to Chicago IMS, check us out. We've got 9 beautiful motorcycles in this display, including a beautiful Norton Atlas down the way.
Thank you, John. And I should point out that the Norton Owners Club has an annual event every year. They have a show, a ride-in show. This year it's going to be at MCC. MCC is on St. Charles Road, just west of Route 83. That is on Sunday, August 21st at MCC. As we see this gorgeous replica of an earlier Harley Davidson, this is a modern motorcycle built to look like a retro motorcycle. This comes out of New Jersey. It is built by Gary Capone. His company's name is Le Monte Moto out of New Jersey, and I consider this bike to be the runner-up to the showstopper to the 2016 motorcycle show at Rosemont, and we had a chance to talk to Gary Capone.
Hi guys, Gary Capone here from New Jersey. We came here out to Rosemont, Illinois from New Jersey. We have a company called Le Monte Moto, which builds all pre-war inspired race motorcycles. Motorcycles that look like they were racers from the past that we found resurrected and brought back to life, but the reality is they're brand new motorcycles. We love pre-war racing motorcycles, board track and flat track racers. So that's what we build. We build them brand new, but that's what we build, that's what we love, that's what we study. We study motorcycles, and that's who we are. And we brought this bike here to the show, the International Motorcycle Show in Rosemont, to show people what we do out in New Jersey and just introduce our stuff to the industry. And I hope you like it. Website is Le Monte Moto is the name of the company, so it's www.LeMonteMoto, which is Lemani Moto, Le Monte Moto.
Thank you, Gary. And now we're looking at the Showstopper. This bike caught my eye. I think it's a 2016 Showstopper. It uses a Buell engine. It's got a Ducati head, so it has an overhead cam, Desmotronic head on this motorcycle. It has a Triumph transmission. It is a piece of art. This may be the most beautiful motorcycle I have seen. The front end incorporates a modern upside-down fork with a Springer arrangement. And I had the opportunity to talk to Jeremy Cupp from Virginia, the man that built the 2016 Showstopper at the International Motorcycle Show.
Jeremy Cupp from LC Fabrications. The motorcycle was based on a Speedway style bike, actually the Harley CAC production model. Kind of caught my eye and I wanted to do a bike in that style. So the bike's all scratch built, polished aluminum sheet metal. I used a Buell Blast as the base for the engine, and I used a Ducati 750 SS cylinder head, so I created an overhead cam Buell basically. 21 and 23 inch wheels. The engine's also back halved. I used a pre-unit Triumph transmission behind it. That way I was able to stand the cylinder vertical rather than lean forward at the 37-degree angle that it normally sits.
Thank you, Jeremy. What a beautiful motorcycle. LC Fabrication in Virginia. And Gary Capone told me that this bike won the Champion of America contest in 2015. You could go to YouTube and put in Jeremy Cupp LC Fabrication and see more information on this absolutely gorgeous motorcycle. As we come to the end of this clip, we're looking around Nielsen Enterprise, maybe one of the largest motorcycle dealers in the Midwest, largest motorcycle dealer in the Chicagoland area. And if you stop by Nielsen's, make sure you tell Ted that you've seen this clip on YouTube from Team Chicago and Dan Schmitt. For more information on the International Motorcycle Shows, go to their website, motorcycleshows.com, motorcycleshows.com. Don't forget teamchicago.tv, walkwithdan.com.